So anyways, you know,
you got any good Eddie Money stories?
Oh, Eddie Money, man. I'll tell you what. Yeah.
Because I love Eddie Money. Like I love him. But so I got to interview him and stuff a few times. Just over the phone for content stuff he's going to do. Like he was remarkable in that he would remember you. Like it could be 2-3 years later, and he would pick up right where he left off. Like he knew immediately when he started talking to me that I played golf. He's like, "Oh, we got to go play Mill Creek Golf Course. You got to help me with my short." Like he picked, like he would remember. It was insane how well he remembered people. I remember meeting him. Yeah, his autograph. He's "Oh, B.J." Like immediately, like he was crazy. But yeah, I'm sorry.
But like you say, he remembered people. He would come to like the B&B backstage or something. And, you know, it's, hey, Fast Freddie, my buddy Fast Freddie's in the house. And Smoking Bill from Y103 is here tonight. And now I don't know if he was bullshitting or not, but he would always say, I used to date a girl from Youngstown. He would go out, I used to date a girl from Youngstown. I don't know if he did or didn't. He probably says that in every town. And Eddie was just a cool guy. And for a while there, well, he played Stamp Auditorium, probably in like 92, 3, something like that. And so at that point in time, Kid Leo was like his manager from the record company and stuff. And Kid Leo, of course, was the king of WMMS. And then he went on to become the king of Columbia Records because of all that he did to help promote Bruce Springsteen. And now he's on Little Steven's Underground Garage. He's the program director there and everything. But, you know, I mean, back in the day, man, with WMMS, Kid Leo was the king. There's nobody bigger than Kid Leo. So we're doing this show over at Packard Music Hall. And I think it might have been Michael Stanley's first ever solo acoustic show. I think, yeah, as a matter of fact, I'm pretty sure it was. First time Michael Stanley did a solo acoustic show. It was at Stamp Auditorium. So anyways, the one thing I remember is before the show, we're backstage and we're in this dressing room. And it was me and Eddie Money and Kid Leo. And then we're sitting at this table and everybody is just packed around it. This is another thing. If I had a video of this, if I had a picture of this, because this was just something, it was crazy. So it's me, Eddie Money, and Kid Leo. And we're all sitting around this little table. And it's like 5 o'clock on a Friday. And that used to be WMMS's peak time, you know, when they would have Murray Saul come out and do the Get Down Man, and Kid Leo. And blah, blah. It was just a huge thing. So here it is. It's Friday afternoon. It's 5 o'clock. And me, I'm feeling this vibe because here's Kid Leo sitting there. And here's Eddie Money. And we're just sitting there, and all these people are jammed in this room, and everybody, this is still, you're allowed to smoke. So people are smoking cigarettes. I think Eddie was smoking. I'm pretty sure Kid Leo was smoking. Everybody's smoking cigarettes, and we're in this little smoke-filled room, and we're just doing this broadcast. It was just out of the park. No tape, no pictures, no nothing. I just have to hold on to the few people that were there that remember it, just so that I could say, yes, this really happened. But man, we were talking about the Cleveland Browns, and it was like, you know, it was probably the closest thing that I would probably ever come to WMMS in its glory days and its heyday, you know, because here I am with Kid Leo on a Friday afternoon with Eddie Money, and we're swapping stories, and it was just so freaking cool. And I remember Eddie come to the radio station, and, you know, and they had some posters for him to sign. So they were trying to get away. He goes, never mind. He puts the posters on the floor. He lays down and signs them all, you know, and away he goes. But no, Eddie was always just a cool dude, you know, and he played around here so many places. You know, he played at the Tomorrow Club, played at the B&B backstage. He played at McMenemy's. He played at Connie out Lake Park. He did some kind of show out at, the Lake Tavern. Out in Mecca, he did something there with some kind of little show or whatever. But yeah, I mean, the Money Man, you got to love the Money Man.
Yeah, he played
cool
cat. He put it at the Amp, and I remember seeing him at that, and I remember him being kind of off for that. And then I remember seeing him not long after that. He was playing House of Blues in Cleveland, and I went up, and like you could tell he was way more comfortable with the nightclub atmosphere.
Yeah.
And, he was quote unquote sober, but you could tell like he probably had a few.
Yeah.
But like he was so good and the vibe was so fun and he just owned it. Like he just absolutely owned it. And that was the best. So I'm glad that was the last memory I had of him was like oh my God.
And every time his show, it's all hits, you know?
Oh, yeah.
I mean, if you don't know all the Eddie Money songs, I don't know what to tell you, you know? 2 Tickets to Paradise, Baby Hold On, Give Me Some Water, Shakin', Take Me Home Tonight, No Control. Man, I was a big Eddie Money fan from day one. You know, I do miss the Money Man. He was a good dude.
Oh, 100%, man. He had some, just some classic stuff. But yeah, his concerts, like start to finish, were always just a good time. But yeah, great catalog and a great dude. He made you love him. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
you talk to him for 5 minutes. You love the guy. You know?
Yeah. And it seemed like when he come out with that reality TV show, he seemed a little more, because I seen him, you know, you could tell with like the dealings that I had with him, though, you could see he was a little off because when he had that, I forget if he had
we had something when he was
he had some kind of drugs and then he had like a stroke or something
before he had the big comeback though.
Right. But you could tell that you could see that there was some kind of lingering effect, or at least I thought that. But then again, I was probably blitzed when I saw him anyway, so who am I to judge, you know?